Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
And how? It's worth waiting for, isn't it? Love it. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I was just going through. We're doing a little spring cleaning ahead of spring, and I found another box of goodies. Somebody sent us.
I think that's Kim and Lizzie, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like Kim and her daughter Lizzie sent us all these things.
Yes, it is Kim and Lizzie.
Because I've got my little thing here.
You got that?
Oh yeah, we got those a while ago.
Because Lizzie, I think, is the 11-year-old, right? And Kim's her mom. Because they've noticed that I do this stupid thing that I hate with the cord.
Well, it's just a part of your broadcast thing.
I know, I hate it. I don't know why I've picked
Do you
that
mean to
up.
put a wall there?
They said maybe. Yeah, maybe. So you just can't see my stupidity. Or obsessive compulsion. But they sent me all these, things that you fiddle with.
Yeah.
These stretchy things, which I love these.
Yeah.
These are great. Thank you for that. Like this. I don't know what it is about them. I just love them. I think most people do.
But that thing that Keith showed, I mean, I remember, I have mine somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember getting them. So we already thanked them. Do we need to thank them again?
Well, we just did.
Well, no,
so,
Pat maybe didn't.
Shut up.
See.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffy.
I don't even know what this thing is, but it's fun.
It's a little hand popper.
Very
Set it
squishy.
down, pops up.
Really?
No. Just set it there.
Yeah.
Now pop it down.
Oh, that's.
Hold on, move your keyboard so people can see this.
I think maybe you're wrong on that.
No, let's just pop it down. That's
I know what you're talking about.
It's a little finger popper.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that is.
Just a little finger popper.
No,
just put
it's
your
not.
finger in
No,
it.
it isn't.
You expect it to pop up off the desk.
No, I
that's what you
expect it to
expect.
do
I
anything
remember
like
those.
what you're describing.
That's what it is. It's a
That's
little
what I
finger
expect.
pusher.
No, hold on. I remember those when I was a kid. It's like a half of a racquetball or something type thing.
Well,
You
those
put
would
it-
pop up off the desk, yeah.
Oh, I love those, man.
And what's this? I don't even know what this
It's a
does.
little finger pusher.
No.
Oh, okay. You sorry.
I think it spins. Like you spin it and you
It's a
watch
fidget
it.
spinner kind of thing.
Well,
Sort of.
that's neat.
Yeah.
See, it
you go.
it rolls around and whatnot.
Yeah.
That killed a good 10 seconds of
It
time
did,
there.
But thank you. That's awesome. Oh, she made a list. Yeah, I got the list.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Of the things, the items, and how you use them. So
There you go.
keep that.
Well, now we have
we'll
what
figure it
is.
out afterwards.
No, but what I'm saying is if you were like sitting in the back seat of a car, right? And you had all of these things with you. That little gold thing, that's worth about, 10 seconds of barreling down the road? Mm-hmm. And Ish, yeah.
This I could do for
Yeah, that's good.
True.
hours. You could do this for hours. And it's a little horsey. Here's the front part and here's the back part.
Seahorse, yeah.
With stretchiness in between.
That's good.
I love it.
That's cool. And then we also got some popcorn delivered. This box
Yeah, we did.
was put in Glenn Beck's box over the
What?
holidays.
Oh no. So it's been there since Christmas?
And I just happened to be walking by yesterday and saw this box sitting on top of all of Glenn's stuff, and I saw your name, and I said, whoa.
Whoa. Nice try, Glenn.
Yeah.
Get your own popcorn.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to Pat,
Aw.
Keith, and Jeffy. Very timely. Thank you, Susan.
start.
Thank you. Falls River, Massachusetts.
Okay, so wait,
I mean, those are vacuum sealed. They
that's
should
for all
be
of us?
They should be fine.
fresh.
Oh, so can
It
you
looks
just
like
pass
we
those
got
around?
one each, right?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Thank you.
There's Keith's
Thank you.
popcorn. There's Fatso's popcorn. Fatso Jr.'s popcorn.
Don't try to make me feel better.
Nettie's kettle corn.
Nice.
Oh man, I love the kettle corn.
It doesn't have a
Well,
little zip seal though.
She claims it's the best kettle corn of all time.
Oh,
So-
we will decide.
Yeah, we'll be the judge.
We're gonna
of that.
judge maybe in overtime or something.
We'll be the judge.
Maybe we need to do a spoons in overtime.
Maybe. All right. So,
Thank you.
welcome. Now we got to talk about the upside down world in which we live.
Must we?
Because holy cow, do we ever? Also, though, more on trivia coming up. That'll take the edge off a little bit.
Stu will be here.
Stu will be here.
And then the edge is right back on for Jeffy.
Because are we doing the Philadelphia game?
Yeah.
We're doing
Yes,
Philly, San Francisco,
San Francisco at Philly, yeah.
right? Yeah. That should be a good game.
That'll be a good game.
Should be fun. I don't have any confidence in the Eagles. Just like Stu, I think the Niners
do.
win. I
No
think the
way.
Niners win it. Yeah, they do.
Jeffy and I are on the team Philly on this
Yeah,
one.
Philadelphia,
Niners
Cincinnati
win.
Super Bowl.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
No, I'm making
From
that
more
prediction
on
when
trivia, maybe you should wait till more on trivia tells you who to pick.
Yeah,
maybe that's what you should do.
We're on a winning streak, or still
Yeah, we are.
barreling
We're
through the
9-8.
playoffs.
Or 9-7, you're 0-1. So shut
9-8.
up. We don't want to hear from you. We're 9-7 on the year.
Yeah, so we've won.
Jeffy's 0-1.
2, 3 in a row, whatever that's worth.
That's worth a lot.
Four in a row. 4 in a row.
4 in a row. That's a playoff
a run.
team. That's a playoff team right there. All right, so this is some fun right out of the gate. Oh, this is weird. I can't. This is all self-explanatory. Just watch what unfolded the other night on the basketball court. These are two Division I basketball teams. Watch what happens here.
We'll let it go into the bench, and Loyola would take over 10 minutes before we get a stoppage. And we got an official's timeout.
Okay. And we
Somebody came on
pan.
the
Oh, wait.
floor.
Who was on the floor there? That was
Far
weird.
side.
Is that an Uber Eats guy?
Uber Eats delivery or
It
something?
is.
Carries
It
it.
is.
Yes.
That was
This has to be
awesome.
one of the all-time
I'm
greats.
actually not kidding.
No,
I
this
think,
is the
I
truth.
think that's what's happening.
It is.
Guys in the corner looked like was he going to deliver the McDonald's to somebody on the court? Can we rule that out?
Can we rule that?
I mean,
No,
I
you
think it's an
can't.
Uber Eats sticker. Is that what that is? I'm trying to get confirmation. Uber Eats,
Well,
yes.
let's do a little replay. Let's see what
maybe I'll
happened.
put my hand up. I'm getting a little hungry. You can bring it over here.
So we saw the stoppage. The man was ushered.
Yeah,
Let's see
right
if we
here.
can see
Yeah,
this.
there it is.
Now,
This
this is
footage.
going to be the turnover.
Okay.
There he is,
There,
right
oh,
there in the
is.
corner. Yeah.
So
He's
this
an
guy's
R.
actually, who's he delivering it to?
The ref. The ref said later. Give it to me
Awesome.
later, not now.
Philip Alston's done a lot. I didn't think he needed a Big Mac for sustenance in the middle
That's
of the
awesome.
game.
I know,
That
but
is
I'm
incredible.
not the
That's
official
hilarious.
out there, Tim. He
That takes some guts from that Uber
say
Eats guy.
now.
Guts.
If
Well, it's
he's
like
actually
how
Uber Eats.
stupid. That takes
Oh, it's
absolute
just a joke.
stupidity from that
Just
guy.
a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Okay.
What do you mean it's a joke?
Okay.
The guy walked out on the court.
Yes.
I'm confused.
I am too. I don't know what he's trying to
It's a
say.
college game. It was just a joke, delivering food on the court during the game.
How did he get in there?
Can't
though?
do that.
That's what I want to know.
How'd you get past security to get on the floor during a game between Loyola, Chicago, and Duquesne? How does that happen? It's crazy. The guy could have come armed with a gun. Then it wouldn't have been a joke, would it? Would that have been a
No,
joke?
it wouldn't have been
No,
a
it
joke
wouldn't have.
then. No,
No,
it
it
wouldn't
wouldn't have, mister.
And
Then
then-
you'd be sorry. You'd be singing a different tune right now.
So then they followed him. Like, if that replay keeps going, can play a little bit more of it there, Jake? Because I think
Do they get the Uber Eats guy?
I don't know. Just play this. I can't remember if this is this video I saw or a different one where they follow him in the crowd. Like he's up in
Really?
the stands later.
Gotta be unbelievable. That's gotta be something that the highlight shows are gonna have
You got
a
that
blast
right.
with.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, it wasn't
Yes.
this one. So I see the guy. They follow him up in the stands or something. I mean, it's weird. It's
I mean,
so,
somebody did it as a joke, no
Correct.
doubt.
Okay.
However, how was it pulled off that he got to the court and went on the court
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that he walked on the
during
court.
action? It is. I mean, what an idiot. You can't do that. But
He obviously did it.
he obviously did. I guess you can do that.
There, thank you.
So if there's ever a hungry player, like you got a power forward who didn't have his pregame meal, just
hang on
he
a
can call
second.
during a timeout and say,
this
"Hey,
was a prank planned in advance, done for internet exposure.
Thank you.
We determined that the individual was
Seriously?
wearing a mic while someone filmed him as he walked onto the court
told
during
you.
active play.
That stuff
While
doesn't
the
happen.
incident may have seemed
it was
funny at
planned
the
by
time.
who though?"
I don't. I'm
That's
just
what I
now
wanna
getting
know.
there.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay.
Stupid though.
That stuff doesn't happen
It doesn't
like just
willy nilly
out of the ordinary.
Like the
yeah.
power forward doesn't call on his cell phone during a timeout and say,
Correct.
"Hey, I
all I
really
The
need
assistant,
a burger.
the assistant coach didn't say, I need a McDonald's right now.
Where's Uber Eats?
Just bring it in.
DoorDash or Uber Eats? Who's with me?"
Okay.
What's amazing to me, again, as long as we're talking Uber Eats, is how much it costs to do DoorDash or Uber Eats. Or,
Yeah. It's not.
It takes the meal. Like, let's say I order lunch. That would be $11. It's about $30. after ordering it from Uber Eats.
And half the time it's cold.
Yes.
What's the point?
It's cold, or it takes way too long, and it's cold, or the order is wrong. To me, I just realized one day, you know what? I'm not going to pay $28 for an $11 meal.
It's probably quicker for me just to drive there.
Right. It's
Although
quicker. It's better.
It's convenient if it worked.
Yes. And if it didn't triple your meal price, it's ridiculous. I don't know how that's sustainable. How is it sustainable for them?
That's the kind of the way that these places like StubHub or something started out. They started out like a decent price, and now they're just as expensive as Ticketmaster or more. And it's just like, what's the point? I'll just go directly to the Rangers ticket booth, as opposed to trying to buy it from a reseller and twice the price.
Because when you do the secondhand market, it's at least double, sometimes quadruple the price. Yeah. It's ridiculous. All right. The other day, was it just yesterday we showed you the Pfizer research and development executive, Jordan Walker?
That's him, yesterday.
Exposed by Project Veritas. And apparently we were wondering, okay, how do you even get in this setting where you're at the table with the guy and you're talking about this and you're recording him? And we thought, okay, is it a date? Yes, it was. It was a date.
Absolutely.
Business.
So a little business was being done.
As we learned in the melee from the latest video we have, where
apparently he was not happy.
James O'Keefe arrives on the scene to confront him, and our good friend from Pfizer mentions that it's his third date. You know, he's not happy.
All right, we got to see that. Here's what happened.
Uh-oh. Hi.
Oh, boy.
Hey there. Is the seat taken?
The seat taken?
What? Hi. You work for Pfizer.
Boy.
My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? What is happening here?
Is this real life?
What is going on here? This is absurd.
Why does Pfizer want to hide from the public that they're mutating the COVID virus?
Oh my God.
You're on video.
Yeah.
You're on video. Mutating the COVID virus.
Here? I need to call the police right now.
Can I know this is virus?
It's going to call the police.
I don't know what's going on either.
So here's the owner or manager.
You're
Pause
on
it for
video.
a second. What are you going to say to the police? Officer, I was on my third date with this guy, and he recorded me. And your point?
Yeah.
I'm sure they checked into the laws, and it's probably at least one person has to know they're being recorded. That protects you from the government.
I don't know. This is New York State. So
it's in New York, yeah. So I don't know what their law is.
I don't know. But in case you missed it yesterday, this guy was confronted with what James O'Keefe just said. Look, hey, what are you guys doing over there at Pfizer, creating variants to make the vaccines for? You called it a cash cow. Remember that? I mean, you didn't get nice.
The expression
nice
on his
screen
face.
pause by Jake.
So great. Look at that.
So this is it went down.
Yeah, it did. There's more.
I'm a journalist.
Bro, first of all, I'm literally a liar.
He's on video.
Whoa.
You're saying we're exploring how the virus keeps
I'm a
mutating.
liar.
Yes,
One of the things
I'm
we're
at a restaurant
exploring is
right now, and these people brought cameras out.
why don't we mutate the virus?
I'm gonna get the cops here right now.
So
What is this?
please do.
Let's not do this here.
Please do call the police. Please do call the police. Please do.
Please do.
Do this here, guys.
Okay.
I mean, the owner is trying to let's wrap this up and get this out of here. He's screaming. He doesn't want him
And
to
O'Keefe
leave.
is ready to go out and talk about it outside, but they locked the doors, which was weird. And then the Pfizer guy's like, no, you're staying here
Yeah,
until
you
the
can't
police
leave.
get here. And I think do we have another clip of this?
No.
We don't have it.
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah, there's more. Oh, there's more fun.
Wait for me.
Please unlock the door.
Why is
Oh, no. He just broke the iPad.
Please unlock the door.
So there's no more evidence, right?
Oh, boy.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
He spirals out.
He loses his mind.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door. This is remarkable here.
Okay, well, now you have a crime.
Yeah, now the police do need to show up.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock
He's
the door.
just spiraling out of control.
Unlock the door.
Yeah.
like that? It is not. Stop.
I wanna see him in court.
Now you're hurting me. What is going on here? You cannot just record people like that.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Let's go.
I'm sure Project Veritas knows if they can or can't do that.
Oh, of course
New
they
York
do.
City, this
So-
is remarkable what you just witnessed here in the restaurant. Come on, guys. Where's the car? Where's the vehicle?
Keep walking.
Because he knows he
This is
screwed up
insane.
badly.
We just witnessed one of the most remarkable interactions ever. Do we have the iPad? So we're getting into the vehicle now. Where's our car?
So this guy does freak out and run out there. And not their vehicle. That's somebody else. They're already gone.
Stop, stay right there. Yeah. Stop.
Okay, you just broke the guy's
Charging.
$1,000 iPad. So
Okay. 'Cause if he was here, you'd arrest that guy?
If he was here, yes.
If
we
O'Keefe
could
was
just
still
walk away
there,
then.
he would.
Not worry about it.
If that's what you guys want to do, then yes.
So that cop is saying we could arrest the other guy for smashing.
yeah, for
iPads.
smashing your iPad.
But
Now
O'Keefe's
there
gone,
was a
so-
crime. Okay.
Didn't handle that.
I mean-
well, did he?
He did not. No, because and I don't. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to because he said a lot.
Right.
That is
he said
very
something
disturbing.
that should. How do I say this? Result in a trial. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, unquestionably. I mean, they're mutating viruses
Yeah.
on purpose. They're doing the gain of function they're not supposed to be doing. They call it directed evolution.
Thank you.
But we know it's gain of function. We know they're creating viruses so that they can make money from trying to cure the virus. That is despicable.
Yeah. And yesterday I was looking up on the fly and I couldn't find. Oh, by the way, New York, as long as one person consents to the conversation being recorded. So there you go. But I was looking up on the fly. I was like, yeah, I know there's some point. Anyway, 11 days before Trump took office, that's when Obama reversed and allowed for gain of function to resume. This is why I said they set Trump up. Now, remember now, 11 days before Trump takes office, Obama says you can do gain of function again. Also, roughly 11 days, I have to go back and check, when did Fauci give that speech that we played? We played several times, where Fauci kept saying, we did it on overtime. Boy, this next president is going to have to deal with an outbreak.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally at the same moment that Obama is reversing that, saying you can do gain of function again. You've got Fauci out there predicting that in this next term, Trump's going to have to deal with an outbreak, a pandemic.
So Rubio, Senator Marco Rubio, has already reached out to Pfizer CEO, saying that if the claims detailed in the Veritas video are true, Pfizer has put its desire for profit over the concern of national and global health and must hold itself accountable. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
It's a massive understatement. You think Pfizer cares? They don't care.
Please,
They're completely protected.
They've not commented to this point. And
no, they're not going to comment.
I think I saw something that said, where's the...
That was taken out of context. That's what we'll hear.
Oh, yeah. It was taken out of context.
Taken out of context. He was joking. He was lying to, get together with this guy that he's having dinner with.
He was never technically an employee of Pfizer. I'm just saying he was a subcontractor. I'm just trying to, I don't know.
Because I thought, he was director of
I don't know. Yeah,
Pfizer's research and development. So that's going to be a tough one to get away with. I don't think they will. But there's some other avenues they'll travel down. They're not going to accept any responsibility for it. Oh, he was lying. He was lying to the guy because he's trying to impress him.
Right.
Something like that.
I mean, that's what he was trying to claim in that last video.
Yeah. Yep. And Pfizer will use it.
Tell it to the
He
judge.
said himself he was lying.
Yep.
Okay. All righty. Let me tell you about Eden Pure, proven oxy technology that quickly destroys viruses, odors, mold, and more. It cleans the air of the allergy-causing particles so you can breathe easy again. Freshens up your home, like if you've made fish for the night. Some of my kids really like it's like The Hobbit. I think they learned this from The Hobbit. The head-on fish.
Yeah.
And that he cooked for all the dwarfs that came over for dinner. Actually cooked it for himself and wound up giving it to the dwarves. But anyway, that creates a heck of a smell. And your house smells like fish for about a month and a half afterwards. This cleans that out. It's just so great. eliminates odors. They've sold over 265,000 of them, so something must be going right. Go to EdenPureDeals.com. And again, there's no filters. You don't have to change the filters. All you do is plug in the little unit. It's about this big. And you plug it into the wall, turn it on, and it starts working. You can breathe easy again. Discount code PAT3. You'll save $200. That's 3 Thunderstorm air purifiers for under $200. Shipping is free. EdenPureDeals.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
So we'll keep an eye on if there's any fallout at all for Pfizer on this. My guess is there won't be. All they have to do, and all they've had to do up to this point, is ignore every single one of these, and nobody seems to follow up.
What are you going to do? They're directing evolution.
All right. That's right. Does it say anywhere in law that they can't? No. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Huh. We missed the directed evolution clause. Dang. That's too bad. But those on the left continue to lie to your face about the Joe Biden presidency. It's truly incredible.
Because didn't we have KJP yesterday? And we had the clip of her talking about he spent 2 years now. Joe Biden has been bringing inflation down.
Yes.
And we sat here and we said, what are they?
Nuts.
Shut up. Well, it extends beyond the White House now, and we've got the Democratic leader of the House, Hakeem Jeffries, basically saying the same stuff. This is just nauseating.
Here's the Biden track record on the economy. Economic growth is up. Inflation is down.
No.
Wages
that's not true.
Are up. Gas prices are down.
We had a hard time even saying
right?
that.
You notice
Gas
that?
prices, wait, can I get them to believe this? Or are they going to look this up? Are down.
I mean,
no.
The gas prices in my neck of the woods have gone up like 60 cents in the last
week.
3 weeks? 2 weeks? Something like that?
Easily.
A lot.
Yeah. Yep. They've gone up. They have. They've gone
it's
up
back
a
up
lot.
over $3 a gallon for regular gas now.
Yeah. With the gas I use, I think I paid $3.63 or something yesterday. Right. $74 altogether. Yeah, hey, thanks for that big break on gas prices. Yeah, that's great.
Let's see here. Let's just check here.
But I will say this. Now, I use a special app from the chain Walmart. I save 3 cents a gallon.
3 cents.
So don't even start with me. Okay. Inflation is down.
You got to switch to Upside. We'll talk about that again soon.
Yeah, I mean, California, I'm just checking out these prices. My word.
Are they good? Are like $1.50 a gallon? $1.50. I'm going to guess $1.50 a gallon in California.
Makes you want to go there.
See my screen from over there? My goodness. $4.78.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. It's not $5 yet.
Obispo. Yeah, I mean, they're all. Yeah, California
is that regular? That's not high test.
That's regular.
Yeah, that's not high test. High test is over 5. Probably almost 6.
High test?
Yeah.
93?
High test. That's what Pat puts in his car.
It's not called high test, but yes, I do.
High testosterone gasoline?
It's called Supreme where I do gas.
You.
But yeah.
That's high test.
It's high test.
What are you talking about?
And he just sticks with it. He just sticks with it. You gotta love that.
He
Jeff,
owns it,
sure.
man, every time.
He does. Every time. Yeah, it's high test.
It's high test. It's what it is.
It's high test. That's what it is.
What you're talking about.
It's high test.
Never heard that except for right now.
Haven't either. Except for 80 times in the last 30 seconds.
Well, you said it's 60 of it.
Okay.
So Joe Biden continues to say he will not negotiate the debt ceiling. And here's another video. So let's remind you of what he was saying in 2011 when he was the vice president. And this is when he did negotiate.
The debt limit, they're not technically connected, but the fact of the matter is practically and politically it's connected. We got to make sure that we also, a much larger looming issue is a long-term debt. And we've got to make some real progress on that. We're all in agreement that we have to deal with both these issues, and we have to make some progress. This is an opening meeting where today I had a chance to talk a little bit with each of my colleagues. we're going to lay down not hard negotiating position, but make sure each of us understand where the other guy's coming from. Why we think the plan we put forward, each of us have put forward, makes the most sense. And then we're going to get to work.
Now it's the opposite of that.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's a complete 180. Completely different now. Now there's absolutely no negotiation. I'm not going to negotiate with you. Really? Huh, okay. The other thing you can take from that video, again, is different guy.
Oh, my gosh.
11 years ago, 12 years ago, I guess it was.
Some people believe it literally is a different guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, big time on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can find anything on the internet.
Please, he's just cognitively declined.
And you also notice on there was Eric Cantor sitting next to him, who would lose just a few years later in his primary.
Yeah.
So there you go, Mr. Let's compromise. And today it's. He specifically said, you can't come in here and do my way or the highway in Washington, D.C. And that is
exactly what he's doing.
Every speech he's given in the last week. And by the way, they've spent now over a week, right? Didn't we hit the debt ceiling on last Thursday? Is that right? And they've been doing workarounds since then. I mean, if you can figure out how to do that.
Saying, well, it's not done. We got till July.
Yeah,
we got till July.
Is that what they're saying now?
I think the last one I saw was at least June or July.
So is it really that hard of a cap there? Come on.
No, it's not. They can really do whatever they want with it. And even when the government shuts down, it doesn't
shut down.
It still does all essential work.
Yeah.
All the stuff to get your checks out from Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare, whatever, they still send all that out.
And when they open back up from the shutdown, everybody gets all their back pay and back. So it's like it never. So let's just shut it down. How about that? What we call that the even.
Yeah. Well, I did appreciate Rand Paul's comments yesterday for Joe Biden. Those were fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here he is. Here's Rand Paul.
President Biden says he won't negotiate over raising the debt ceiling. I have news for him. He absolutely will negotiate. Conservatives will not vote to raise the debt ceiling. The majority in the House, Republican majority in the House, will not vote to raise the debt ceiling without significant budget reform. The greatest threat to our country and the greatest threat to our national security is the debt. One of the great things about where we are now, though, is it really doesn't take as much as you would think to actually balance the budget. In Europe, over half of the countries balance their annual budget. We think of Europe, of Germany and Sweden, of having these large governments, and they do, but they're actually fiscally responsible in the sense that they spend what comes in. We could do it in our country. If we were to have a $100 billion cut, which would still have us spending way more than we spent before COVID, $100 billion cut in free spending, we would balance our budget in just 4 years.
Wow.
This is amazing. Yeah. We have an opportunity here. It could be done, but it would take compromise between both parties. Republicans would have to give up the sacred cow that says we will never touch a dollar in military, and the Democrats would have to give up the sacred cow that they will never touch a dollar in welfare. Everything would have to be looked across the board. No one has a sacred area that would be immune. And when you make the cuts across the board, they aren't as big as you'd actually think they would be. It's a responsible thing to do, but President Biden needs to know, absolutely, he will negotiate, and it's better to start now.
Nice.
Think about it.
He used a word, though, that I'm not familiar with, and he used it a few times. Budget? A budget? Is that what he... What is a budget?
I think that's old English.
I don't know. Is it? It's old English?
Old English,
okay.
Something
that doesn't exist anymore.
Right. I love this. Jim Jordan had a great tweet yesterday. Is this the same administration that signed a $1.7 trillion spending monstrosity just a couple of weeks ago? And now you're saying we can't negotiate? Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus another thing, and I like Rand Paul and everything, but what are the odds that's his real hair?
Oh, that's his real hair.
I keep looking at his hair on his head, and I keep thinking,
let's take a closer look at that, Jake.
I feel like that's just like a hair piece sitting on top of it.
Get us a still shot of Rand Paul's coif there.
President Biden.
Pause it. Yeah,
I think that's his hair.
Oh yeah, that's his hair.
Okay,
but I see where you're going there.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Because he's saying it like that, Keith, that means it's really not.
However, in
Right.
Jeffy's defense, the longer I look at that picture,
I mean, there's a couple other shots throughout this little speech that I'm like, that's not. No.
He should take it off and give it to the guy behind him.
Unleashed.
Scott needs it.
Yeah. Morning.
Morning.
Well, I guess it's not necessarily morning when you're listening to this. Could be afternoon, evening, night. Who knows? That's the beauty of being able to go to the whatever website of your choice and download the podcast.
yeah, somebody somewhere is listening to this at 1:22 a.m.
Oh, it'd still be good morning then.
Oh, crap.
Well, that's right.
Good point.
Could be 11:22 p.m.
Yeah, then it's not.
Then it's not morning.
Yeah.
Then
That
it's not.
ruins the whole
So,
thing.
yeah. Yep, blown completely out of the water. Toothpaste words tweets like, OMG, I'm going to call the police about you recording me. Well, I'm sure the police that were forced to be vaxxed would like to see that video. Yeah, let's call them. Let's go ahead and give them a call.
Is this real life? What's going on here?
Is this real life?
That's like that kid in the
real
back
life?
seat
Is
after
this
the
real
going on
life?
here.
No, this is not real life. What do you mean? Is this real life?
That was awesome. I love that.
That's so weird. Benjamin Flensburg tweets his reaction, says all we need to know. I mean, we can boast on a date, but mine would not be to going to mutating viruses. Just saying. Yeah, that's not something you necessarily boast about on a date.
Keep talking about it. Keep talking about your, what is it? Directed
evolution.
Directed
Yeah.
evolution.
Tell me more about directed evolution.
Is this real life?
What's going on here?
Ape Lincoln tweets, is Hakeem Jeffries incapable of speaking at a regular cadence? He thinks everything that comes out of his mouth is sheer poetry.
That's for sure.
I saw that.
He
I saw
does
his
think
speech
that.
the night McCarthy was elected. The guy can't just speak.
No, he can't. That is true. All right, 888-900-3393. And we've got the president talking about the debt yesterday. Jeez.
Awesome.
This is the meds, man. I don't know what level they're at, but they do need to be stepped up. It was not a good day
at some
for
point,
Joe Biden.
At some point, you've reached the limit.
Yeah.
Right, at some
point,
like,
they
ooh.
won't be as effective.
Right.
And then we're going to say, okay, we tried to tell you this.
Yeah, that day was
Tried to
apparently
tell you.
yesterday.
Okay, here he is.
The deficit went up 4 years in a row,
Oh, no,
accounting
numbers.
for 40% of the entire 200 years of debt. You hear me?
No.
No president added more to the debt in 4 years than my president.
What is
Then
he?
your
I
president?
spoke 25% of our country's entire debt.
That didn't help it at all. Like,
What was that?
He went to clarify it, and it didn't help at all.
I mean, he got lost in the stare there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then realized that he screwed up.
Yes.
Then he tried to fix it, but he couldn't.
Play that again, would you please, Jake?
That is amazing.
Okay.
The deficit went up 4 years in a row, accounting for 40% of the entire 200 years of debt.
Pause it for a second.
Okay.
The deficit went up 4 years. The deficit's gone up about 400 years in a row. It goes up every year. What are you talking about?
Plus, you've been president for the last two, bro.
Yeah, right. So we're heading into year 3 of his presidency. But he's trying to blame Trump for a bunch of spending that was caused by the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he says my president,
Yeah,
He's
that's
getting to
interesting.
that.
so my boss is Obama. President, my boss is Obama.
And my president
is
is
Trump,
Trump.
because he's not saying my presidency, because that hasn't been 4 years worth.
Right.
I mean, this is insanityville.
More.
Entire 200 years of debt. You hear me?
You hear me?
Hello?
Now he gets
No
lost.
president added more to the debt in 4 years than my president.
Than your
I
president.
misspoke. 25% of our country's entire debt.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Nobody in attendance knew either. They were just stunned silent. Like, what? Yes. What?
I mean, did somebody say in his ear, no, it's not 40%, it's 25%. Oh, I misspoke. It's 25%. I don't know. Who knows with this guy? Who knows? He's just disintegrating before our eyes.
He also said, and he talked about how strong advocate he is for America.
No, please.
At this speech, and how much he believes in American manufacturing, which is awesome from our president.
Oh, good. Let's see what we got there.
Okay. Also,
where in the hell is it written that says America can't lead the world in manufacturing again? Where is that written? I don't know where it's written. It's not going to be on my watch. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting criticized internationally for maybe focusing too much in America. The hell with that.
No, I've not seen any of that. Who is criticizing the President of the United States for focusing on the United States?
You see it everywhere.
Everywhere. Every other world leader is like, why isn't he focusing on Tibet? Why the hell is this guy focusing more on America than Tibet? Why?
I mean,
you're the people that bashed your predecessor.
Right, I was going to say that's something that
speaking for America.
That's something Trump could have said.
Yes,
because he was given crap for being America first.
No way. Even if Biden was America first, which he isn't, nobody would say. I don't think is the German chancellor going to say he's not focusing on Germany enough. I don't think so. That'd be ludicrous. Who should you be focusing on, douchebag? This guy's the worst. I mean, unreal.
So, yeah, at the very beginning of that speech, though, yesterday...
I like this. This is fun.
So what's the congressman's name?
Don Beyer.
Okay, so Don is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Don Beyer.
Yeah, Don Beyer.
Okay. So he's looking around for Don Beyer, keep in mind. Here's what he said.
I said that... when I was seeking the nomination, I said, take a seat, everybody. And there wasn't a single chair in the place. So that Biden really is stupid. He doesn't know.
Oh, that's true.
Where's Doug?
Sure.
Right. Where's Doug?
Where's Doug? Congressman Doug. Where are you? Congressman
He's
Doug.
around here somewhere.
No, there's no Congressman Doug in the building.
There's no Doug.
There's a Congressman Don Beyer. Okay, as he's explaining how stupid he is, he gives you yet another example. That's so great.
That is awesome.
Of course, you'd have to go a ways to compete with this one from a few months ago.
I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here?
No.
Where's Jackie?
Dead.
No, Jackie's dead.
For 2 months now. 2 months. Been dead for 2 months at the time. Yeah. She's probably not coming tonight. Where's Jackie? Are you here?
Wait, you remember?
Hello?
I just remembered the Democrat group that put a tweet out about how they were so upset that she didn't show up to this event.
Mm-hmm.
You show disrespect to the president like that in your own party, and then they had to delete the tweet.
My gosh.
So yeah, it's rampant within the Democrat Party.
It shows you how stupid they are. They really are stupid.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, can we play the AOC clip? As long as we're talking about stupid Democrats, she's in front of the Capitol building there in Washington yesterday. She doesn't realize
this is something that we've been in active conversation with Democratic leadership. And I also want to add that this goes beyond just congressional leadership. We have governors in states across the country, including here in New York with Governor Kathy Hochul saying expand these legal pathways, make it easier for these folks to get work authorizations. Here in New York, we are ready to put people to work.
Again. So a couple times there, she mentioned that she was standing in New York.
Oh, and she's in D.C. Okay. Is Washington, D.C., has it been moved to New York State, or did the boundaries of New York State
I don't have a
move to
atlas.
encompass D.C.?
Yeah, I don't have a road map or anything I could check for.
I thought the entire point of doing the District of Columbia was so that it wouldn't be in any state, right? And now it's in New York.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The worst. Who knows? And I love the little sign on the front of her podium. Asylum is a right. Shut up.
We're ready to put people to work. Unless they're American jobs.
Right.
Biden's getting so much crap for that, too.
We do not.
Internationally.
We do not want an Amazon building in my precinct. No, that can't happen. Sorry.
That's right. That's
and
right.
25,000 jobs.
No.
Right.
Amazing. Also in Congress, Senator John Kennedy had some questions about the Constitution for a Biden judicial nominee. This is fun.
Best. Thank you, Senator Booker, Senator Kennedy.
Love him.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to all of you.
Being there.
Judge on the far end. Tell me what Article 5 of the Constitution does.
No.
Uh-oh. Trouble.
Article 5 is not coming to mind at the moment.
Oh.
Okay. How about Article 2?
Okay. Article 2 then. How about that?
Neither is Article 2.
Oh, honey.
Wow. Have you heard of the
Do you
Constitution?
know what purposivism is?
Purposivism?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not familiar
in
with
my
purposivism either.
12 years as an assistant attorney general and my 9 years serving as a judge, I was not faced with that precise question. We are the highest trial court in Washington state, so I'm frequently faced with issues that I'm not familiar with, and I thoroughly review the law, research, and apply the law to the facts presented to me.
Well, you're going to be faced with it if you're confirmed. I can assure you of that.
Yeah, he's like, I think we're done here.
Yeah. Have you heard of something? Have you heard of the actual Constitution itself? Okay, no articles. Just, are you familiar with the term the U.S. Constitution? You know what that is?
Senator,
the purposive approach.
Yeah, I got it. I got that too. Yeah, go for it.
Is an approach to statutory and constitutional interpretation under which common law courts interpret an enactment within the context of the law's purpose.
I was just going to say that.
I think Pat was.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
On the brink of saying it was right on the tip of my tongue.
You didn't give him a chance to respond to the senator.
Bastard.
Sorry.
But honestly, if he had asked her, do you ever glance at the Constitution? She would have said something along the lines of, I mean, look, it's Washington State. No.
Yeah. We never have opportunity to follow the Constitution there. So,
and my answer to the Article 5, I would just been like, oh yeah, it's a Convention of States thing. I know that's in there somewhere. I mean, but man, that's rough. You're a judge. I mean, you should probably
bad.
know.
You should probably
stuff.
know, I would think. Yeah. Yep. Maybe you should have gone to the Bill of Rights. Did she know any of those? That would have been interesting.
That would have been.
How about give me the Bill of Rights then?
What's your favorite amendment?
Tell me about the Third Amendment. Could you do that? I wonder if she could do that.
That's not coming to mind right now. It's not.
Third Amendment. Yeah, that's not. Neither is the Third Amendment.
Not coming to mind right now. I haven't had any reason to.
Hold on a second.
Use that.
Hold on a second, because we rarely. Man, nerd alert. We rarely get to talk about the Third Amendment.
Right, which is quartering soldiers.
Right, which someone made this point back when the NSA was, well, they're still doing it. But when we were warned by Edward Snowden, they made the case, and I loved it, that is this not a violation of the Third Amendment? They're in your home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Technically, they are in your home.
But we've given that.
They're not physically living there, but they're violating your privacy, and that's kind of what that's all about.
Yeah.
This is interesting, too, because Cory Booker, just talking about, he's rallying against the extension of Title 42. And so he compared turning away migrants using the law to turning away Jewish refugees who were arriving by ship at the start of World War II. Cory Booker said, "We have dark chapters in America. Like when the St. Louis, during the Holocaust, sailed to our shores and was turned around, where folks were sent back to those horrors and many died. Yeah, it was coming out of that history that we as a nation affirmed our values, our ideals, our virtue would be made real in law, codified by our government, that we would never say never again." You know, if you want to talk about the dark chapters in American history, let's do it. Let's have that conversation. Let's really have it, though. Let's talk about how those dark chapters happened and who is responsible for them happening. For instance, who turned away the St. Louis, sent these Jews back to Europe, many of whom probably were then eliminated, were killed. Seems like it was FDR, your freaking hero, the guy who you love and almost worship and talk about all the time because he was such a great American hero.
Well, he was president for like 30 years.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. But let's talk about Democrats, I don't know, during civil rights, voting against civil rights over and over and over. Let's talk about who it was in the South at the time who was keeping slavery going. In fact, to the extent that they started a war over it, that they left the Union because of it. Democrats. Once again, Democrats. In every case, when you talk about the dark chapters in American history, virtually every time you're going to find Democrats behind it.
But we don't have that conversation.
But we do not have that conversation.
We do not.
But we need to.
Who started the KKK?
Democrats.
Okay.
That was actually the military wing, the militia wing of the Democrat Party.
Okay, well, who tried to prevent blacks from being able to own weapons in the South?
Democrats. Yeah.
Right. Well,
who tried to stop blacks from voting even after slavery? Democrats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Democrats.
So who segregated the armed forces?
Democrats.
Okay. Well,
a Democrat in particular.
I got
Woodrow
one.
Wilson.
I got one. Do you know the answer to this? Who started Planned Parenthood?
Democrats.
And what was the aim of Planned Parenthood?
Wiping out black people.
I see.
Again, that was Democrats.
Okay. Okay.
You don't really have much of a case.
Who put? I don't want to get off track too much here. But
okay, yeah, don't.
Who put Japanese Americans?
Yeah, Democrat.
I haven't even finished my question.
A Democrat. Twice, in fact. Woodrow Wilson in the First World War, FDR in the Second. I mean, every time there's a dark chapter, who's behind it? Tell me that, Cory Booker. Let's have that conversation. I mean, yes, I really want to have that conversation now.
All right, so who filibustered the Civil Rights Act in the 1960s?
Democrats.
Man, you've got an answer for everything.
Robert Byrd, for one.
Yeah.
Remember how they loved that guy?
They loved him.
Oh, man.
I do love, I don't know how to pronounce it, Dom Lucre or whatever. So he's a black guy who posted this thread, and in the top of the thread, and it's just to get Democrats to read it. It just says how Republicans started slavery and the KKK. No, hold on. And so every tweet in the thread was the history of racism in the Democrat Party, and it's just awesome. And people are like halfway through it before they realize, oh my gosh, this is about my party. And in there, I didn't realize this: Democrat FDR declined to welcome 4-time gold medalist Jesse Owens, a diehard Republican, to the White House.
A Democrat.
Pat Gray Unleashed. Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Upon the frozen tundra of the human mind, two teams go head-to-head.
How many weeks are in a typical year?
60.
60 weeks is really close.
In a brutal battle between brainless boobs.
What is SPF supposed to protect you from?
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Thank you.
And senseless buffoonery.
What direction does the sun rise?
In the West.
In the west. Oh.
Dullards versus dummies.
Name one landlocked state.
California.
Oh, California.
Man, that's a good guess.
Dopes versus dodos.
A menorah is usually associated with what religion? Voodooism? Pretty close.
Moron versus moron.
If you're in a selfie, who most likely took the picture?
Person in the middle.
The person in the middle.
In a monumental matchup of minuscule minds.
Who is the Speaker of the House?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on whose house you're talking about. Usually it's the wife.
Oh.
This is Moron Trivia.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Welcome to Moron Trivia. Here is our commissioner, Jeff Fisher, to tell us how Moron Trivia works.
Well, we are going to predict the outcome of an NFL game. And today's game is the NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah!
Stu Bergier, big Eagles fan, joins us in the studio today.
How great is that? Anyway,
we're going to Eagles Day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
I'm glad I came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Well, we predict the outcome by calling those cities their respective areas, the greater San Francisco and the greater Philadelphia areas. We call convenience stores and other types of stores, and ask those workers 4 questions in 4 quarters. Team that answers the most questions.
In other words, it could
wins
be
the game.
an IHOP. Could be, who knows, a bank. It could be, we're not that picky anymore because nobody answers their phone.
So you pick up the phone, you're good.
You could be a winner, right?
Right.
And big thanks to Stu for taking Jeffy and myself out to lunch.
Oh, it did happen
earlier this week. Yeah. There we were living it up there. That was an excellent time.
Where'd you go?
A very nice restaurant Stu took us to.
Yeah.
Over to the ranch here.
You
One of the
did?
local establishments.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
It's a good place.
Was there steak involved?
It was all right.
What do you mean?
Was there? Did anybody order steak?
No.
What did I order? What did I order? Oysters.
Oh yeah. So Keith orders.
what
He's
is
like, "What are these oysters? What are these oysters?" I'm like, He's like, "Should I get these?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Sure, get them."
Go ahead.
And he gets them and like takes one bite and just you realize Keith is the biggest wuss when it comes to heat.
Yeah.
Like the spice.
Really?
He's like, "This is so spicy," and I'm like, "Wow, it must be." No, I don't eat oysters, so I'm like, "Oh gosh, it must be really spicy." He doesn't want to eat them, and then he started complaining to the waitress that the ketchup was spicy. And I was like, he's just a wuss.
I will say that it wasn't Heinz, and I could have shut that place down.
Was it spicy though?
I almost shut that place down.
Did you?
It did have a little bit of a
Did you
kick.
have your Heinz badge on you?
Yeah.
Always. Your ketchup police
at
badge?
all times. She got a little nervous when I whipped that baby out, too, I'll tell you that.
But have you ever seen anyone have oysters and a BLT? I mean, that was a meal.
It's a heck of a
Good
combo.
stuff. There was some Moscow mules involved. That was some good time.
Oh yeah,
man.
no, it's good.
So
It's good.
we're just thank you. It was a great meal. Seriously.
Appreciate you.
My losing pays off for everyone.
When might you be taking us somewhere, Pat Gray?
That's right, because you
really super soon.
Super soon?
Super
Can we get a more exact timetable?
Not at this time.
To be
probably.
fair,
No,
Pat has approximately 362 days to match my schedule, so
Thank you.
I don't think I can push him too much on this one.
Okay.
All right. So today's big matchup is Philadelphia, the home team, against the San Francisco 49ers. So we're awaiting our contestant in Philly. Hopefully that will happen very, very soon now because we want to get this game underway. Hard to believe, isn't it, that the season's almost over?
I know.
3 more games left.
3 games left, and that's it.
And Pat, if I remember correctly, I was on the last More on Trivia. We were doing not the Eagles game, but the other game. But we were talking about the general, the Eagles situation, as people like to do with me, because I'm usually wearing something that says Eagles on it. And I was optimistic against the Giants. I think a lot of people had gone to the Giants. They were the hot pick, right?
Yeah.
And I kept looking at it, and I'm like, I just don't understand this. Like, the Eagles have a much better roster.
Yeah.
This is a team with their starting
Way
quarterback
more
plays
talent.
14-1, now 15-1.
Yeah.
Why are people thinking the Giants and Daniel Jones are going to be able to do this? And I was really thinking, in my heart, I'm always pessimistic about Eagles games. My soul. However, I didn't understand just looking at the game why people thought this was going to be close. The Eagles wound up blowing them out 38-7. So this is going to be an interesting one. I think this is a very even matchup. I'm very slightly optimistic. I'm 52-48 on this game.
Well,
I
you
think
should be.
the Eagles can win this one. They're home.
Okay.
The bottom line here, Pat, is you get a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and across the field is a 7th-round rookie quarterback. You got to win that game. I don't know how you do it. You got to figure it out. I don't know. Brock Purdy's looked great, but you got to figure it out.
A lot of other horses around that, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
But you don't get
that.
this is, look,
Incredible.
The San Francisco 49ers have a great roster, but so do the Eagles. And look, you don't get an opportunity like this.
You do not.
When has this ever happened? You have to be able to figure out a way at home with that crazy crowd to rattle that quarterback.
Yeah, and don't forget that the Eagles are better than, the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Right.
Eagles!
You can't. You
Proud
can't.
of that.
And the Eagles are so much better than Eagles.
No?
No. We got Sandy in Philadelphia already. That's a good sign.
Yeah, great sign.
Yeah, that portends good things for the future. Sandy, hi.
Hi.
We're going to ask you 4 questions, all right?
Okay.
You can't ask for anybody around you for help. All right. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Question number 1. Name any social media app.
Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to say yes to Facebook. Question number 2. Name any state's capital city other than your own state.
Montpelier.
Montpelier.
Wow. Going deep. An album track there.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3. What famous computer-related company did Bill Gates start?
Microsoft?
Microsoft? Yes. Some say he did. I say really Xerox started everything for him, but that's another story. Question number 4. Name any Republican president from your lifetime.
Bush.
Bush.
Boom.
Indeed.
She named 2.
Which one did you have in your mind? Was it George W. or George H.W.?
It's her
George
lifetime.
W.
It's her
okay.
lifetime.
All right. Well, Sandy, you were fantastic. I don't think, has anybody ever gotten 4 right?
No, never happened.
No.
Nope. You know, that means we have 1 left, and it's going to go to you. We're going to send you the home version of our game psychically, and I just did.
Wow.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Nice job, Sandy.
Enjoy
All right.
that, Sandy.
Go Birds!
Hey, Sandy, do you have any thoughts on directed evolution?
No.
No,
Okay, cool.
we don't either. All right. See you later. Well, probably not, but
We'll come
maybe
over in a little
goodbye
bit.
is more appropriate.
Jeffy will be there. Jeffy stops
Jeffy,
by all
you gonna
these
stop by?
convenience stores.
Oh, yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Jeffy will be outside your apartment later tonight.
Little French vanilla cappuccino. I'll be there.
Eagles off to a good start.
I see that.
4. That was incredible. And let me just throw a flag right now and say it should be 5.
What do you mean?
She said Bush. That's
Bonus.
2 presidents. She got 2 questions right with 1 word.
The question was her
That's
lifetime.
incredible.
She
That's
was
incredible.
not alive for the first one.
Oh, you know her age now.
I do.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think, I mean,
Call her back.
some authorities have said you're not good at judging age. And
Is it fair to say that her answer was
Those
a Philly
authorities
special?
are wrong.
I like it.
that?
Yeah, yes. Philly special.
Judge, she sounded like she was 21. I don't know. That's weird.
Bro.
But she turned out she was only 20.
Yeah.
So
Right, that was the controversy.
Yeah,
I thought,
yeah.
Why? What were you guys thinking?
what are you
Wait
thinking?
a minute. People, no.
Oh,
no,
we're all
don't
thinking
do that.
like legal age,
Right,
right?
of
We're all
course.
21 or
Oh,
something.
I get it now.
See,
Yeah.
so
there's that.
okay, 4-0. Eagles over the 49ers.
And look, this
so
is
far.
insurmountable. Let's just call this now.
Wrap it up.
It's ridiculous. No, this is exciting. I think the
It
Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Than the
We know
Eagles.
that, first of
Yeah.
all. And that's, I think, going to bring them to a championship in the NFC.
Isn't he a Steelers fan?
He's
John
a Steelers
Fetterman?
Yeah, I think
He was trying to say
where he was
Steelers are so much better than the Eagles,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
also is complete.
Yes.
It's about as accurate as every one of his other opinions.
That's for sure. You notice that one of those 2 teams is not in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was the Steelers.
Yeah. Although I
so-
will say, they were supposed to be absolutely horrible this year,
Mike
and Mike
Tomlin
Tomlin
is unreal.
again got them over 500.
Every year.
Every year.
Not had a
It's crazy.
losing
Yeah,
season.
it's amazing.
Never. Yeah.
It's amazing.
He has never had a losing season.
No.
How long's he been in now?
there
Is
forever.
it, what, 12 years or something?
Something
10,
like
12?
He's the second longest tenured coach in the NFL behind Belichick.
Wow. Jeez. Look at that. We got another one. Oh, don't know his name. Hey,
Ryan, what's up?
welcome. Hello?
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is Rohit.
Mine too. That is so weird. What a coincidence. Wow. We'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Okay,
Yeah. You can't ask anybody around you for help, okay?
okay.
All right. Question number 1. Name any social media app.
Instagram.
Oh, okay. Instagram? Yeah, I'll give you that. Question number 2. Name any state capital city other than your own state.
New York.
New York? Yeah, no. I mean, that's close. But
No.
it's a good guess.
But we would have accepted Bemidji, Minnesota,
Not Bemidji.
or 2 Montana. Those would be 2 that you could have used. Question number 3. What famous computer-related company did Bill Gates start?
Have any option?
What was that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was the computer company that he started?
Dell, Apple.
Apple?
Oh, Apple.
Apple. Yeah. Oh, man.
No, it was Acme Computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case he stole it from Apple, but go ahead.
Question number 4. Name any Republican president from your lifetime.
Sorry?
Who? Sorry. He said sorry. Name any Republican president from your lifetime.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru from India.
Okay, so you don't know necessarily? Okay. Steve Urkel would have been a good one. He was probably the last Republican
Well, that's
president.
a great one, at least.
Yeah, his vice president was Carrot Top.
That was a good job, though, Relief.
But that was a good job. Yeah. Could you name an Indian president in your lifetime?
Narendra Singh Modi.
Yeah,
Modi,
me
that's
too.
what he was saying.
Same
Wait,
same
what
here.
did you say, Jeffy? Good job. What?
What's his name? Relief?
Oh, Relief.
Yeah.
Relief.
Factor?
All right, man. Well,
You just heard the relief factor in action.
All right.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing our game. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, won't you?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye now.
What was
His name was Relief.
That's what I thought.
Mr. Factor.
Relief. Relief. Not Relief.
Oh, Relief.
So,
okay.
I don't know, Stu. Is there a flag on the field?
Flag?
Stop. Okay. Go
So the
ahead,
guy-
throw it.
How'd you give him half a point?
Well, go ahead. Explain it.
Oh, because he
Insta.
He went with the
didn't
more
say-
hip lingo, Insta, instead of the correct answer.
Instagram.
Sorry, can we check the corporate earnings statements? Is there a place they call themselves Insta? If you can prove.
There is actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is there?
There is. Yes.
Can you show it to me?
At this time, I can.
No, I didn't think so.
Okay, so what's our score, Commissioner?
0?
4-1.
Oh, come on. I mean, I got to say, good start, though. That's a good first
start.
quarter.
Yeah.
Very excited about that quarter. No offense to Relief, but
or his factor.
Right. When we got into that call, like when the first good sign when you hear more in trivia and the contestants coming on and you don't want that team to win, the first good sign is I don't know his name. Like there's a moment behind the scenes where they just had a phone conversation where they could not get to the point where he actually could communicate his name. Like think of the
We've
fundamental.
all been through that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do we have? 4-1.
Just hold, okay?
Eagles after
Just hold.
1.
Yeah, please just get on, please.
Just hold.
Yeah, just don't.
Got a
mingle.
caller.
And you have to have that sort of willing acceptance of callers, or you will get none.
Absolutely.
So,
All right. So let me tell you about Tommy John underwear. Most comfortable underwear you will ever have on. Is it weird to give underwear on Valentine's Day? No, it is not weird.
No.
In fact, it's never weird to give Tommy John underwear at any time. The underwear, the loungewear, it's all so comfortable and so great. Pamper your partner's posterior with Tommy John this year. When you and your favorite person are wearing Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. I mean, when you're comfortable, just the whole world is better. It really does make a difference. That's why Tommy John doesn't just have customers, they have fanatics like us. I mean, we rave about it even when we're not doing the commercials. It's just fantastic. It's the first thing I want to put on when I get home every day is the Tommy John loungewear. So please get 20% off right now with your first purchase at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. For Valentine's Day, it's 20% off your first purchase at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. See the site for details.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, we got Miriam.
Okay.
In Philadelphia. Wow, that was abrupt. Welcome, Miriam. Are you there? Hi. Hey, we're going to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Don't ask anybody around you for help.
Just
okay?
put it on speaker.
Yeah, don't put us on speaker, and you can't ask for help.
Okay.
This is not a group game. It's just for you.
Just for you. We want you
She's just
to
in a
answer.
loud environment. She's trying to make sure that she can hear you.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is a fast food restaurant that sells chicken? Oh, boy.
Speaker's not going to work
You're
for
getting
this
help.
game.
No.
She's not on speaker. She's in a loud environment. She's muting it, so in and out, so she
Hello?
can speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. Much better.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I said Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
exactly right. Name any board game that involves rolling dice.
Board game involving dice.
Don't ask for help.
Yahtzee. That's right. That's correct.
Uh-huh.
Little suspect, maybe.
Little suspect.
Little flag on the field.
Oh,
perhaps.
stop it.
Question number 3.
Flag on the field.
How many holes does the typical golf course have?
How many
holes?
How many holes is
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. It's over. Technically, it's over 1, but less than 2,335,419.
Yeah.
She was going to say what?
18.
18. Were you going to say that?
Yeah.
The correct answer?
But she didn't.
She didn't. She was going to say it.
Did
but
you
she
hit the
didn't.
buzzer before she could answer?
I'd also like to mention if
Well,
you.
yeah, I didn't know there was a time.
Yeah,
there was a
that was never
time.
explained in
There's a
the
time.
rules.
Yeah.
It was never explained.
There's a time. I will say this though: if you create over 2,335,420 holes, you go to jail without trial. That's
true.
illegal
Okay.
to do.
Yeah, it's illegal.
It's
Okay.
Question number 4: if a train leaves a station in Atlanta, Georgia, at 7:11 p.m. and another train leaves a station in Augusta, Georgia, at 8:41 p.m. How far apart did those trains leave their respective stations?
How far apart?
Yeah, what's the interval, the time interval between them? One left at 7:11 p.m.
Can repeat that again? One left at 7-Eleven.
Yep.
And the other
Yes.
one left at.
And the other train left the station. Okay, the one in Atlanta left at 7:11 p.m. The
Okay,
one
the
in
one in Atlanta.
Augusta, Georgia, left at 8:41 p.m. So what is that time interval between them?
Like an hour, 30 minutes.
No way did you get that.
What are you talking about?
And yet you did. She
did.
got it.
She also got the one you didn't give her credit for. We'll point
No,
that
it's
out.
too late.
What do you
Too
mean
late,
credit?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Good
I know.
job.
We're hard asses here. We really stick to the rules very carefully.
Oh, okay.
Well, but you were
Well, I think
fantastic. You got 3 out of 4. Nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow,
that's
3 out of
great.
4,
Yeah,
I know. That's awesome.
Congratulations. All right, have a great weekend. All right?
Thanks, you too.
Go Birds.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, she said 18. You
She
gave her a
said she was gonna
the
say.
buzzer rang.
You gave her a BS answer, did not give her any hints. You didn't say like, oh, the answer is 18. She's like, oh, I was going to say that. You said the answer was between 1 and 2.4 million.
No, I did not say that. I said it's between 1 and 2,335,419.
And that's accurate. No, you did not give her the answer.
I did not give her the answer.
She just said 18.
Yeah,
and by the way,
buzzer.
when she said, because I know the suspicion, she's saying it out loud, other people are hearing, which there's no evidence of this whatsoever, but she did not say
there's a ton of evidence.
anything about golf. She said, how many holes? And she kind of faded off. She never said, how many holes are in the average golf course out loud like that, like people do sometimes when they're cheating. She just said, how many holes? There's a lot of answers to that question, I'm sure.
No, but it doesn't matter because she didn't answer that one correctly.
Also,
She did
the
answer
Eagles are
correctly.
up
She said
7-1. Stop your belly aching.
Right? Isn't that the score? 7-1?
7-1. That's right. Well, it's actually 8-1, but yes, 7-1 is the official score. The official inaccurate score.
But you're right.
is-
She didn't cheat on the golf course one. It's
She
the
may have
Yahtzee
cheated
one.
on the
Yahtzee.
yeah.
No,
The
she
yes,
didn't. No,
on the
she
dice.
didn't. She answered it immediately. She said Yahtzee immediately.
No, she
Go back and listen to the tape. People, it's just unbelievable.
But he gave her that point. So it's 7-1.
Yeah, I gave it to her.
No, I know. Just the
Questionable,
skepticism
though.
is unwarranted.
Questionable. Roll the clock.
She was
Let's go.
Roll the
Start the game
roll the clock.
Let's go.
Is that like
Let's roll.
test level grade gasoline?
High test.
Roll the clock.
High test.
High test.
test.
High test.
High
Thank you.
test. Why is
Have you
that
ever
such
heard
a
of
problem?
high test gas?
Yeah.
I think I have. I don't know what it is.
Come on. Don't make me Google this, stupid.
High test. I think I have heard of it.
High
yes.
test.
High test. Okay, so instead of Supreme, He calls it high test.
High test.
I think it's it's Jeffy's, like a 1910 term.
Right.
Gosh.
Like when Standard
I'm
Oil
sorry.
was around.
I'm sorry, what was that, Keith?
It's a. You got it. It's a thing.
It was
High
a thing.
test
It was. It's just a term that has gone expired by most people who are alive still. You understand?
It had a shelf life until about 1932, I think. And so
it's like it's like
I'm trying to bring it back.
It's like the ailment sour womb. Like, people don't really say it anymore.
Yeah, or
she's got the
consumption.
sour womb.
Yes. Got consumption.
She's got consumption.
Sorry,
people
what
don't
is that?
say it. It was a thing at a time.
Wow. I typed in sour womb, and the first thing that comes up, incredible study images babies responding to the taste of kale. Did we ever talk about that?
That's an incredible story, actually. That's a story where they did a test on their babies
Where
in the
they had
womb.
the mother
ate kale, and the baby makes faces like,
Yes,
ew.
I vaguely remember.
Legitimately, you can see it in the womb happening. But these are just clumps of cells, guys. Clumps of cells who don't like kale like you don't like kale.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story for a lot of reasons.
That sure is.
It really is.
I mean, maybe the more powerful reason is that kale is not something anybody should consume.
That's the takeaway.
That's not always true. Didn't you have a kale recipe that you put on YouTube?
I did. It's
at one
brilliant.
point?
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was the best way I've ever seen to prepare
Yeah, so
kale.
you need to go to youtube.com/Pat Gray if you'd like to see the perfect way to prepare kale.
Yeah, it's the only way to eat kale.
Show your friends.
Okay. 888-900-3393. We've got a 7-1 score here.
Yes. Yes.
We're in the middle of the second quarter.
Correct.
We have the 49ers coming up to get the ball. So
who would you like to see in the Super Bowl against the Eagles, Stu?
This might surprise people, but I would say I would like to see Eagles versus Chiefs.
That's not good.
You think that I look, Burrow is the type of quarterback that really scares me against the Eagles.
Really?
Because they tend to run some soft zones, and quarterbacks who are really accurate can pick them apart. And Mahomes is accurate, but also he tries spectacular plays. You could see sacks happening. I think there's at least a chance there.
Plus, his ankle might be a little screwed up still.
Yeah,
you never know.
Go Chiefs.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. We're in the midst of moron trivia. Second quarter. 49ers hopefully have the ball here soon. 7-1 so far. Eagles over 49ers as we await somebody in San Francisco on the phone.
Blowout here, by the way, so far.
So far.
Yeah, but we don't predict that kind of thing. We just predict who's going to win the game. All right, so don't get too overzealous.
Sorry, Dr. Fisher over here is correcting my science.
Yeah. You do have a doctorate, don't you, Jeffy?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Of course he does. Yeah, because the genius is so obvious.
Is it
so obvious?
Is it? Not to the untrained eye, though.
Just like drinking high test.
In this insane world that gets more insane every day, have you been reading about this quarterback, this high school quarterback who was singing a rap song, used the N-word in it? If you don't want white people to use the word, then maybe don't put it in songs.
They're happy to take his money.
Yeah, they are. I know. This 4-star quarterback, Marcus Stokes, one of the top uncommitted quarterback prospects in the country. The only reason he's uncommitted now is because Florida dropped him. He committed to Florida. And then the video emerged that showed him singing a rap song, and the N-word was in it, and he said it. And so the Gators pulled out.
Enough is enough with this.
Withdrew the scholarship offer.
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Isn't it? I can't take it anymore. Stop it. So asinine. I mean, to sing a song, use the lyrics that are in the song, that shouldn't qualify.
Probably
as some outrageous. All right, we got Julie in San Francisco area. Julie, hi.
Hi.
Hey, we'd like to ask you 4 questions, if that's all right.
Sure.
Okay, you can't ask anybody around you for help. All right?
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm not. So let me just get right here. Okay. Now I'm ready. All right. Name a kind of animal you'd see on a farm.
Wait, we're in quarter 2 here.
So we're still in quarter 2.
Oh, no, we're still in... disregard that.
Julie.
Okay.
All All right.
Take a breath, okay? Because he's not ready.
That's right. Ready. I'm not ready. I really wasn't. Okay, question number 1. What is a fast food restaurant that sells chicken?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Question number 2. Name any board game that involves rolling dice.
Yahtzee.
Okay. Well, both said the same thing. Yeah. Question number 3. How many holes does the typical golf course have?
18.
18. Okay. And if a train leaves a station in Atlanta, Georgia at 7:11 p.m., and another train leaves a station from Augusta, Georgia at 8:41 p.m., how far apart did those two trains leave their respective stations?
An hour and 38 minutes.
An hour and 38 minutes.
An hour and 38 minutes.
So close.
It was.
You're really, and it actually was
close.
It's actually a trick question because there are no trains in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, you have to take a bus to Savannah, and then you can get the train. So yeah, weird, right? That's just who knew? Who knew? Well, you've been a fantastic contestant. I don't think anybody's ever gotten 3 before.
No, they have not.
Right?
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Wear that as a badge of pride. You going to any party? Are you a 49ers fan?
I'm a Bengals fan.
A Bengals fan?
Oh, yeah.
How did that happen?
But, okay, so I live in Los Banos, and the high school is the Tigers. And back in the day when I was young, Bengals had a real tiger, Bengal tiger, as their mascot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you thought that was cool.
I really do like Joe Purdy. I'm super excited for this young man. So I would go for the Niners, just not in the Super Bowl if my Bengals are playing them.
There you go. I like it.
A lot going on there.
Yeah,
All right.
a lot going on.
Well, have a great weekend, won't you?
You as well. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So not a Brock Purdy fan, but a Joe Purdy.
Joe Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that my high school mascot, they were the Raiders, but I'm not a Raiders fan, so kudos to her for sticking with it there.
Yeah, I like that. Especially after the live Tiger ate 14 people in the stands that one game. That was you didn't.
Yeah.
It may be time to get rid of that.
It was 7-4. Huh?
Yeah. So hold on. I didn't quite follow your logic though. There's no trains in Augusta.
Right.
So you have to take the bus to Savannah.
Yes.
And then the train goes.
And by then,
it's
like 8:37.
I see. But the train has to get to Augusta. You're saying, right?
Yes.
From Savannah. So
he's saying take the bus from Augusta to Savannah.
Right. And then you take the train from Savannah to Atlanta.
There's no trains in Augusta.
I see.
You didn't know that?
How did she
You're
get
from
so
Georgia.
close?
How did you not know that?
How did she get so close on that? And then
I
go
don't know.
an hour and 38 minutes?
That was weird.
That was weird.
So good, though. Such a good thing. I'm so glad it's
So it's halftime and it's 7-4, right?
7-4, yeah.
You got the 49ers.
I'm giving the 18.
What
18
were
for the
you?
golf
What
balls,
was the
because most of
problem?
them are really 36. But I know everyone thinks that they're 18. But that's
So should
okay.
the question have said round of golf?
But that's fine.
Yeah, but
That's
you
fine.
could really even say 9, could you not?
Yeah,
Aren't there some that just have 9 holes?
You could get away with 9. I think 9 would be correct, right?
9, 18, 36, I would have accepted any of those.
Any multiple of 9.
Which I did.
Which you did.
So gracious.
So good job.
7-4.
So gracious over there.
Good job.
Now, it's a little misleading because Jeffy only knows the number 18. So
That's why we went with that.
of course he's going to say yes.
We haven't played that game for a while because it just got so obnoxious.
Wait, what?
Doing the 18 thing was just so obnoxious. We had to stop.
A game?
Yes.
He's trying to learn.
I didn't just go 18. It was someone else doing that.
I will say, it started somewhere. It wasn't us just making it up.
Thank you. Stu.
I will say that. I don't remember exactly how it started, but I do remember thinking the only number you knew was... no, actually, it was the highest number.
The highest number, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You didn't know any number above 18. You did know, like, 14, for example.
It was somewhere in there.
That's why we came up with the scale, 1 to 18.
Exactly right.
On spoons.
And, we've kept it alive. We've kept the memory of it alive with the 18% discount at Kexi.com.
Promo code Jeffy.
Use the
You're
promo
welcome.
code The Jeffy.
The Jeffy.
And you get 18% off those fabulous cookies.
If you use the promo code Jeffy, they will charge you double. It's the Jeffy.
The Jeffy.
18% off.
Okay.
You should have some promo codes in there that charge more. Why do companies do that?
People should do that.
Yeah,
like that. Okay, we got Deborah in Philadelphia. Hey, Deborah.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. We'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and you can't ask anybody around you for help, okay?
Okay, I won't ask anybody. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Question number 1. Name a kind of animal you'd see on a farm.
A cow.
Oh, yes. Great answer.
Finish this line. Raindrops keep falling on my...
head.
Yes.
Yeah. The original lyric was, raindrops keep falling on my buttocks.
Really?
Yeah, but I guess a lot of radio stations bleeped that, so they went back to head. Question number 3. Name any play that William Shakespeare wrote.
Any play that William Shakespeare wrote. Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
There you go. Yes.
What does LBJ stand for?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Wow. Yes.
Wow. Do you know what the B, though, is? Lyndon...
Bird.
Bird.
There you go. Wow. Good job. Go Birds.
It's up to you, Commissioner.
Well,
wait.
Lyndon Bird Johnson.
It's already been. The ding already happened. What
That's not right. I'm going to say.
That's not right. Yeah, no, it's not right.
So close, and yet.
So
so
asked
far
for
away.
it. She didn't know what the B stood for. That was what we asked.
It's bastard.
What does
Bastard,
LBJ stand for?
Lyndon Bastard Johnson.
Lyndon
Yes,
Bastard
if
Johnson.
she would have said that, I
that's
would have
exactly
given it
right.
to her. I'll tell you that.
Hey.
That's mean. That was mean.
Deborah doesn't like that. Deborah didn't.
Are you a Lyndon Bastard Johnson fan?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Who isn't? Well, okay, then we're all out of time. Thanks for playing. All right, bye-bye now.
So if you ask what does JFK stand for, and they say John F. Kennedy, you don't give them that.
No. It's got to be Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald Kennedy.
Yeah,
all right.
you
Well,
have
I mean,
to say it.
I'm relatively confident the 49ers person isn't going to get Baines either.
And yes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's 10-4.
And I gotta say, Bird is a good guess there.
Sure
you
was.
got the Lady
Yeah,
Bird
it is, 'cause
connection.
Lady Bird Johnson.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
She was definitely in the game with that.
For anybody who doesn't remember the bastard, it was Baines. This is the correct.
It is. I will
Lyndon
say Bastard
Baines.
would fit because he is the
He was a bastard.
underrated case for the worst president we've ever had.
Seriously.
Certainly in modern
Yes.
times.
Yep.
Seriously.
He really, no one talks about him. You know, obviously Woodrow Wilson gets a lot of press on our side of the debate.
Right.
There's a lot of people who have of course, the left loves to say either Trump or Bush or whoever, or every other Republican president they say. But LBJ is the guy.
Strong. You can make a strong case for him as worst president ever.
He is the
strong case.
main source of our financial nonsense that has happened.
Yes.
He's the one. Yes, Woodrow.
The Great Society stuff has bankrupted this country.
Yes, absolutely bankrupted. Most of the debt is on him. He was an out and out utter racist.
Absolutely,
no question.
As bad as
Vietnam.
bad as almost any other
his
president.
mother knew that was going to happen by naming him Lyndon Bastard Johnson.
All right, we got who is it? Tiffany. Tiffany in the Bay Area. Hey, Tiffany.
Hi.
Where are you in the Bay Area?
How you doing?
I'm in Stockton.
Us too. That's where we are. Okay, we'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Okay.
Okay, you can't ask for help from anybody around you. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Question number 1. Name a kind of animal you'd see on a farm.
Pig.
A pig.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Finish this line. Raindrops keep falling on my
Head.
There you go.
And the next line is, and small intestines. So it's kind of a weird song.
You didn't ask that, though.
No, I didn't. Question number 3.
That's the
Name
remix.
any play that William Shakespeare wrote.
Hamlet.
Hamlet. We will all also, of course, would have accepted his most famous play, Cats, which was brilliant.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know he wrote that. Yeah. Spider-Man and Cats were his 2 biggest plays. So, Question number 4. What does LBJ stand for?
LBJ?
Yes.
Can't ask for help.
Long before January. Long before January. Yeah, isn't
That's a
that
tough
weird?
one.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
President January.
Not a lot of people use it. I'll get that done, LBJ. Have you ever heard that exprestion?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, have a great weekend, won't you?
How would you decipher between June and July?
Because that's not the expression.
Oh, okay.
The expression is long before January.
Okay.
So
Tiffany, believe in yourself more as the day goes on.
Yeah.
That's why she's gone already.
yeah, she's gone.
Oh, she
left.
sounded kind of down, like she
We
didn't
lost
have
her. She did.
confidence or
Yeah,
anything
she
in her
did.
answers. And was
She
like,
really did.
Roll with it.
She's representing a team that's going to lose quite clearly.
How many
and
points did she get?
She's in Stockton at
What'd she
6
get, two?
o'clock
I don't
in the
think
morning.
any. I don't think any.
No,
Okay, she got
3.
the farm animal.
She got 3.
No, I'm gonna give her
She
0.
got raindrops.
No, the farm
And she
animal
got-
was
and she got
cheating.
Hamlet.
She got 3. Okay, she got 3.
The farm animal was cheating. We should point that out.
Cheap.
Stockton is a farming community. It's not in San Francisco.
And
or
Philadelphia
even
clearly
anywhere.
is not.
Right, that's what I mean.
Right,
Philadelphia.
right.
How is someone in Philadelphia going to know about farms?
They're not going to know.
You go to Stockton, it's like basically calling, Charlotte's Wilbur's house and just asking, "Hey, look out your window.
What do you see?"
What do you see?" It's unfair. Stockton is basically one big farm.
That's true.
Well,
that is true.
Rains
Well, you
in
make a
Philly,
very good case,
and
Stu,
they
but
got-
no.
No, I didn't really make a good case on that one, but I tried.
Yeah, it was a good effort.
We're at the point now, and Keith, you'll relate to this, and I hate to bring this up, but we're in a Shanahan game here.
Oh, yeah.
This is the point of the day you talk about clock management. There's a lead here. The Eagles really only need 2 to win.
A couple of first
They only
downs.
need 2.
All right.
All I got to do is work
Run the clock out.
run the ball, get some yards, convert first downs, keep that clock running, and you got this thing won.
Got it won.
Do not
And
run
it's
out of
already
bounds.
7:50. So
Wait, are you trying to just
He's trying to
sit
run
on
out the
lead?
clock.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
he's trying to run out the
Wow.
clock.
I'm just saying you got to get 2 contestants in here before the end because if only one happens, it does not count.
now-
We got
Correct.
plenty of time to do that. We
Well,
still
yeah.
could do that.
Yeah, they've been doing
and
great.
if- and
We've
if the
been knocking
Eagles-
it out.
Yeah, we
If
are.
the Eagles contestant gets 2, then it's a
Then
lock
it's over.
anyway. Yeah.
Then it's
You
over.
only need 1.
Right.
Let's get Philly in here.
Okay.
And,
And you just wish, you watch these games and you see this is the same thing that happened with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Up 27-0.
That's
Snapping the ball
amazing.
with 14
Jeez.
seconds left on the play clock. Why?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why?
Yeah.
Just move. Let that clock
Stupid.
run.
I'm always amazed at how bad some of these teams are.
right? You get
At clock
paid
management,
millions of dollars.
just terrible.
Right.
It's amazing. You're like, snap the ball.
Like, literally-
call timeout. Spike it.
There are
something.
millions of people on Twitter
Yeah.
that understand clock management,
Right.
and guys that get paid millions of dollars to be the coach are like, I don't
We
know,
saw San
shall we snap
Francisco
it?
struggle with that last week, right? I mean, was it last week or the week before? I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah.
He let the clock run. He missed 30 seconds gone. Purdy's throwing the ball out of bounds with a second left. I mean, it's just incredible.
This is college as opposed to NFL, but BYU had a situation this year where they were, trying to race against the clock. And one of their plays, they waited, I think it was 18 seconds
Yeah.
before calling timeout.
I don't understand that. I just don't
Why
understand.
didn't you go timeout 18 seconds
I know.
ago?
The Niners had that situation
I don't
in the
understand.
last
That's
game
what- yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Weird.
The world is going, what? Call timeout. What are you doing?
And I will say, one of the times I've lost my voice in my life was the first Super Bowl I ever went to, which was the Eagles versus Patriots.
You go
Oh,
to
wow.
Andy Reid. Yeah, I go to everyone. And so
You should mention that sometime.
Yeah, I should. I'll bring it up next
Yeah,
time I think
okay.
about it. But and Andy Reid, they're down 2 scores with like 3 minutes left in the game, and he is not going no huddle. He's huddling,
Right.
and I'm sitting there, screaming
That's
as
weird.
loud as I can. It's
a coach
terrifying the
that
children
good,
around me.
Isn't it strange?
Yeah, he's terrible with clock management. Was another reason why I'd rather have the Chiefs there.
Yeah.
Although Shanahan's not been exactly stellar in the, as Keith will tell you, not exactly stellar in that
Too
area.
soon.
Wow. Still too soon?
It's going to be too soon for the rest.
Do you
Until
still
they-
have a soft spot for Andy Reid?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
I
he
like
was
Andy
the coach
Reid.
of the Eagles.
Andy Reid's got a big soft spot.
Yeah,
yes, he does.
Yeah, right in the
I love
midsection.
Andy Reid. I'll always love
love
Andy
him.
Reid.
He's great.
He's
with the
lovable.
exception of if they're playing them in this particular game, I will hate him for one day. But
Yeah.
I do really like Andy Reid. And every time the Eagles are knocked out, Reed, the Chiefs are my second team. I like because of Reed. I just love him.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles have been to 7 championship games in the last, I think it's 23 years.
7.
That's a good run for a franchise.
Yeah, it is.
They've
Super
been to
Bowl
two
or
Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So, and this is their 7th. So if they go here, they'd be 3 out of 7.
All right, here we go. We got Melanie in Philadelphia. Hey, Melanie.
Take your time, Melanie.
Hello.
Hi. We'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Okay.
Okay. You can't ask anybody around you if there is anybody for help, okay?
Okay.
All right, question number 1. Name any Winter Olympic sport.
Skiing.
Skiing is a very important Olympic sport, and not enough time is spent thinking about the past
Stop
Olympics.
stonewalling. Stop stonewalling. All right. We would have also accepted, of course, backgammon, which is the other winter sport. What is the abbreviation for CB radio short for? In other words, what does a CB and CB radio stand for?
Something broadcasting. Central Broadcasting.
Central Broadcasting.
That's
man,
right.
That was
So
a
close.
good guess.
What?
But
It's
no.
actually Cute Butt Radio.
I don't think that's
A lot
it.
of people don't know that.
Wait, what
But
channel?
it's true.
19.
Name any country in Asia.
Country, Japan.
Japan.
Yes.
Game over.
And finally, name any current sitting governor.
Shapiro.
Shapiro.
No, that's
No, I meant that. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. That's
But how do
Pennsylvania.
you know Shapiro is sitting right now?
That's good. That is good, right?
Are you looking at a live feed?
Oh my gosh, that's
All
wonderful.
right.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is
yeah,
wonderful.
That's great. It's so rich. That's
the
rich.
kind of stuff we do here.
All right. Well, you've been fantastic. You got what? 3? I
Yes.
think you got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything except cute butt. That's amazing.
Wait,
Congratulations.
we don't know that. Well,
We don't know that?
she doesn't have it. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Thanks for playing. Have a great weekend.
You too, thanks.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye
right.
now.
So what? That's a done deal.
It. That is it.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
it.
need for San Francisco.
No
That's-
need for San Fran because they can't catch up.
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
That's
That's what
amazing.
More on Trivia just says.
More on
what it
Trivia is on a
just
said.
4-game
Yes, it
win streak. We're undefeated in the playoffs, obviously. So
Big. What's the record for the year?
it's like 17-0 or something.
Yeah.
Right around there.
17
I believe you.
Jeffy's 0-1, but we're 17-0.
Jeffy's
I believe we're about 10-7.
We're 9-7.
Jeffy's
9-7.
0-1.
Jeffy's 0-1 at the game of life. That's the.
Man, I got to tell you, I am so happy you were able to show up today.
Hey,
it
thanks for
means a
having me.
lot to the show. It
All right.
does.
All right,
I
thanks for
have to
coming.
go. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
got
guys.
to go.
Go Birds.
Some other show.
Oh, you have another show to do?
Yeah.
Somewhere. I have to
You
go.
believe
I'm
he's
just gonna walk
cheating
through
on
the-
us with another show?
I'm just going to walk through the studios and see who will have me.
Okay.
All right.
Really sleazy, but go ahead. Whatever.
Bye.
If you're happy about it.
Oh, do we have time for the? This is the most cruel prank of all time.
Oh, yeah, I want to see this.
Oh my gosh! This is okay. I contend that if you do something mean and you're not there for it, it's actually worse because you don't even get anything out of this
Right.
except for knowing that you've ruined somebody's day.
Yeah.
So
and
once-
when you're
Makes it
doing it to
special.
kids, it's especially
and he does
mean.
it to kids, and this is whatever it is.
My evil plan was simple. Go to Half Price Books and find their copy of The Great Waldo Search, buy it, take it home, scan in each page so I can open it in Photoshop, find Waldo, and digitally remove him from each and every page. I learned how to use Photoshop just so I can make this video. Then, I printed out each copy of the page, now without Waldo, I cut it out, made sure it lined up with the book, I glued it back in so it was seamless, then
My
I returned to
gosh.
Half Price Books later that day saying that there was an issue with my book, and I put it back on the shelf to terrorize the next child that even thinks of searching for Waldo.
Why would you take that much
That's
time
a lot
and
of
effort?
work for that.
Right? And he's
It's a
not
lot of
even
work
there
that.
for the
But
payoff.
that is hilarious.
That is evil.
It is funny.
It's
is
evil.
funny.
That is hilarious, knowing
Some kid's going to be scarred for life because he
Struggling.
couldn't find a single Waldo.
parents are left looking at this thing going, what is
I
going
don't know.
on?
Weird. We
Yeah,
got a
that's-
non-Waldo, Where's Waldo book.
Defective Waldo book.
Yeah, I mean that's you're not even there for the payoff. You know, you didn't
Right.
buy it for your nephew, and so you could sit there and go, ah, ha, ha.
If you stayed and watched a person purchase it and go through it, that's
Just-
a different thing.
Just knowing, though.
Just
knowing is good.
It's good
so you
enough.
know we
That's
have all of
good,
these Fungo Pop, whatever the deals, and I picked up the Waldo just for the segment and whatever, and I dropped him. and his glasses broke off. So if you've ever wanted to see Waldo without his glasses, now's your chance. Right? It's really weird.
Yeah, he was really creepy that way.
There you go.
All right. Well. Wow. We've got overtime coming up today. And then, of course, on Monday, Jeffy's agreed to come back in here on
nice of him.
Monday again.
Yeah.
I've got a back issue that needs to be dealt with. And so I can't get into for some reason they're booked up, but they had one available appointment at 6:45. So I'm going to be here from 6 to 6:30 on Monday. Then I'm going to go to the doctor. Then I should be back by about 7:15.
And by the way, I agreed to come in if I could make it here on time after my appointment.
Oh, no. Which is
6:22.
Okay. So Jeffy's got a 6:22 appointment.
Yeah,
we're not sure if he's going to be back by 6:30.
That's going to be tight.
But yeah, that'll be tight.
Can we play the BMX trick video as well?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Let's
because
see it.
Jeffy
Real
mentioned BMX
Here it is.
coming up in the Olympics.
And it goes a little something
16
like this.
Have you ever seen a trick like this, guys? Watch this. Incredible.
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh no!
Awesome.
Insane, right?
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's go do that here in the parking lot. Let's go do it in the parking lot right now.
Has anybody done that before?
No, that was the greatest of all time. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm told.
Okay. Have a great weekend. See you in overtime and then, of course, again Monday, as I said.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.